Okay, we have the trays that we use to make the plants plant in the field. And this is the tray for a small seed or a small plant. And this is filled with the soil that we prepared the other day. So after we prepare the soil, we fill these trays with media, and then we put the seed, and we take it to the greenhouse or to the room to germinate. And then this one is the one that's ready to transplant. But once they get this big, then we transplant it in the field.
Are they both the same cells?
Yes, this is a 200 cells, and that's a small cell. So this for the plants that you want to transplant quickly. You don't want to wait so long. If you're gonna do some plants that they require more time, or you want to wait more time, then you use a little bigger. This is for peppers, and these peppers they're planted at the same time of those cauliflower, and these they're not ready, but they're in a bigger tray. So these they need probably like another 2-3 weeks.
What's that cell count?
This one is 98. This 98 or 200, and I think it's one of 240. And then we have this one. This is more for like bigger plants or little trees. And we have papayas in this one. So we put the seed in the papaya seed here. I also plant a lot of moringas in this one. And then once they're bigger, they're ready to transplant, we put it in these little pots or in a bigger pot or in the field. Peppers, if you're only gonna do a few, you can get these little squares, and they're real good too because pepper require a little more time. And then once you put it in the field or in the garden, they're a little bigger. And if you plant it and you got weeds or whatever, you're gonna be able to see it.
And what kind of peppers? Like spicy peppers or bell peppers?
Yeah, we plant a lot of different ones here. We plant bell peppers, jalapenos, serranos, banana peppers. Cubanella is her favorite. And we have ones they call güeros. They're real good. They're hot. And piquin. This year we have a lot of piquin. And habaneros in Tabasco. Yeah. And you can do like small trees or you just wait until they get like this big and then you transplant it in a pot. This is avocado trees. And I start these, you can see the seed is still there in this little tree. And this little plant come out here and I don't know what it is, so I'm gonna leave it in there. But this avocado is ready to graft it. And when I graft these, I just pick a branch from another adult tree, and then I cut this one, and I put the other branch into this one, and then you get this tree. And this one that's ready to produce avocados like in 2-3 years. This one, they're probably gonna take 10 to 12 years. So that's how you reduce that.
So like, how old is like that one right there?
This one is like probably like 2 months.
Okay.
Yeah. But sometimes the seed, they take like 3 months to start germinating. Yeah. After they germinate, you got the little tree, then they take like 3 months.
So like on those bigger pots, it's more for like trees, or?
Yeah, this one is more for like little trees. Once they get like this big, they need more. You can see the roots, so you put it in a bigger pot.
Okay.
Yeah, that way they keep growing. Like these ones, they're ready to transplant, so we're gonna put it in a bigger pot. And these ones, if you're gonna do it like in a pot, you're gonna keep the plant in a pot, full size plant in a pot. So you just wait until like that, the plant get like that big, and then you transplant it in a pot, and you can keep it in, even in your house, and your patio. Yeah. And this one is good for like little trees or bigger plants like papaya, because they're long and the roots they go down, and they have more space for the roots to grow in there. This one don't require that much space, so that's why it's better to put it in small trays.
And like you showed that first one, and the second one is
This one,
like, how long does it take to get to that stage?
this one is the same time. I planted at the same time. This is the August 23, and this is August 23 too. But the peppers, they always take a little longer.
So like
Yeah.
about right now they're like 6-7 weeks.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're almost ready to transplant. That's how you know when they come out with a whole thing of soil, then it's ready to transplant.
Mhm.
This one they still need a little more because peppers there. It's better to plant it in the field when they have strong roots. Yeah. And this one right now is real good because we're getting cool nights. So you put it in the field and right away they start growing. Yeah. And this one they need space. They already need space. They don't have enough room here for the roots.
The cauliflower.
Yeah. Yeah, so this one they're going, we're gonna plant it more in the field. And we planted some yesterday and they look really good. Yeah, they look really good. They're happy outside. Yeah.
And like, what kind of temperature do you have them like to grow in? Does it need like a lot of heat?
Okay, when like these ones I started in the summer, the end of the summer. So it's real hot outside, and I put it in a room with a 72 degrees in an air condition, and they do good. Outside they do good, as long as we have a cool nights, like 60-70 degrees night, they do good. Even if we get a few days like 100 degrees in the day, but if the temperature go down in the night, they do good.
And what about the trees? Is there a specific temperature for them, or?
No, these ones they like, well, avocados they like hot to germinate, and papayas too. Moringas, they love heat.
Also, that's a Moringa tree, right?
Yeah. Yeah, these ones we actually started, we put the seed in these trays and then we transplanted in these little pots. And these ones is ready to transplant in the field. Let's see if they come out. Yeah. When you get a plant, they come out with the whole thing on soil. Yeah. You know this ready. But you start seeing a lot of roots in the bottom like this one. These trees, no, not these ones, but these ones, they already require food. So you gotta put some kind of food for them to grow good. Yeah, these ones, they need some, but not a lot. Once you put it in the field, then you can put it, or if your garden is good, so you don't need to put it because they find it.
And did you use any of the chicken manure, any of those?
Yeah, you can see these ones. This is chicken manure. Don't stink no more.
Hope not.
No, once they start mixing in the potty mix, and then they get water and everything, all the nutrients they start going down. Then they don't stink. Now fish fish emulsion, that's pink.
Mm.
That one is real stinky too. Yeah, and that's liquid, so you put it in the leaves, and the plants get real happy because they have a lot of nitrogen, so they like it. But they stink. If you drop salmon, you close and you choose, oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like on those trees then, since they have the chicken manure, do you have those like also inside or?
Yeah, this is what they're in the greenhouse.
And does it smell in there?
No.
Because of that or no?
They smell when you put it, the day that you put it.
Yeah.
And once they get water, the smell goes away.
So then you don't have to worry about like going into the greenhouse and
No.
stinking up.
No, they don't smell.
Do you make a lot of your trees from seed?
Yep. The majority of our trees, we make it here. Yeah, these avocados, we get, last year we get some avocado from our friend Marta. Her mom have an avocado tree, and this is the perfect avocado to to plant the seed, and then you graft it from the avocado that you want. And one of our customers, they bought a few avocados for us to plant it because they like avocado. So this is our house avocado, and from that tree, I graft the ones that I have from our friend seed. So now we have more Haas. And this one, I can graft it from the same and reduce the time of production. But this one you can find everywhere here. A lot of people have the Haas, the powers, but not too many people have the Haas avocado.
So like, do they all come out ready when you're about to transplant them, or is it possible that some of them still need time?
Yeah, there's some they still need some time. There's always some plants that they stay behind a little bit. But once you find the majority good, then you just get a pen or a pencil and then you push it from the bottom. The trays have a little holes in the back or in the bottom, and then you push it, and they push all the soil, and you can transplant it. Now, when you're ready to transplant it, if you have it in the greenhouse or like me that I start these plants in the room with an air condition, before I plant it, I take them out from the room and I put it in the greenhouse for a few days, and then the day that we're gonna transplant it, we get them out and we put it in the shade, and then they start getting adapted to the weather outside. Yeah. If you have a shade house or something to protect it, then you can plant it straight. Yeah. But the plant need to adapt to the temperature and the weather outside.
So like if you take it from like the air conditioner and put it straight out there, it probably won't survive?
No.
Okay. So it needs to adapt.
Yeah, and some plants, they even if they make it, they stay real weak for a long time, and they lose a lot of time in growing.
And like on those plants, the ones that aren't ready, do you just leave them there or?
No, we plant it.
Either way?
Yeah. The way that we harvest is we harvest every week. So those that they're a little late here, that's the ones that we're gonna harvest like 2 or 3 weeks later. So that's actually good. Yeah, you delay the growing like 9 to 10 days when you transplant it. But like the ones that are a little weak, so they're gonna delay more. So you're gonna get more harvest after. You're gonna harvest all the strong ones first, and then the weak ones later. Yeah. Now you're gonna do that in a commercial growing that they have to harvest everything at the same time. You need to kind of protect these ones or figure out a way to grow all of it real good. That way they're all get strong. Yeah. And some seed companies, they sell you the same size of seed. When you buy the same size of seed, they pretty much all the plants come out at the same time and at the same size. When you plant seed, some seed that are smaller than the old ones. The smaller ones is usually a small plant. So those there stay behind a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's nothing wrong, you just have another harvest a few days later.
Okay.
So it's good.
Differences about harvesting or planting in different levels of the moon? Can you explain
Oh,
that?
Yeah. Well, how they call that? The type of farming with the moon. It's not organic. This how do you call that?
Think of something else and I'll think of the name of it.
Well, biodynamic.
Yes.
Yeah, for those people that they farm with they call it biodynamic farming. It's using everything, but they plant with the moon.
Oh.
And when they put seed in the tray or in the field, they plant it when it's a new moon. So the new moon start growing, and the seed start growing, start germinating. When you transplant like these plants, you transplant it in a full moon, and they say they make big difference. And we've been trying sometimes to plant it and other things, doing some things in the full moon or the new moon, and they do make a big difference. Yeah, sometimes the plants don't get sick, or you lose less plants. You have more germination. So I don't know what the moon affect into the seed or the plants, but they have some kind of effect in the plants and the seed.
So then there is still a potential of losing even once you put it out there. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, you know these trays look so beautiful, but they look so beautiful that the rabbits see a big bowl of salad in here, and you put it in the field, and they can come in one night and clean the whole tray, because there's not a lot for them to eat it. But rabbits love cabbage and broccoli and cauliflower at this stage. Once they get bigger, they start having the big leaves. They don't need the plants too much. But at this stage, yeah, 1 year we lose a whole acre in like 2 nights. Yeah, we transplant a whole acre of broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, and the first night it was beautiful. The second day it was nice. The third day we start seeing missing some, and the following night they clean the whole thing. Yeah, they probably call all their friends.
It's a buffet.
Yeah. And when that happens, you just have to replant. There's nothing else you can do. Broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower. Once these little leaves get broken, there's no regrowth at this stage. Because that's the main plant. If you break that, they're not gonna grow. They grow some leaves,
But no food.
they're not gonna make a cauliflower. Yeah. So the rabbits is the first thing they eat, the top. So.
And then like once the cauliflower grows, it's just right there above ground, or is it?
Yeah, it's above ground. And the plant get real big, it grow like this big, and they have a huge leaves. And then in the middle, you start seeing like a lot of tight leaves. And then when they open, you start seeing the flower, the white flower. And some cauliflowers, you need to tie the leaves with a rubber band or with a string or something to keep it in shade. Because if the sun hit the flower, they turn yellow. Yeah, to keep it white, you have to cover it. Now there's some type of cauliflower that they grow natural with the cover. The leaves, they cover the flower, and they don't get the sun to go through. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. So sometimes you have to cut it because I wait too long, the roots grow down. Yeah. No, I go get some fresh. When you do plants, trees, you always have to label it.
Yeah.
Because after a few months or weeks, you forgot what you planted. These still have the avocado seed here. And a little more. So this tree in a few years, I'm hoping to have some wonderful avocado. Yeah.